Okay. So
Yes,
effectively you have 20 days with you, right? Now, my second question
yes.
is, in which language are you planning to appear in the interview?
So in English only,
Only in English,
I'm
right?
thinking.
You
Yeah.
don't think, I mean, there is no other
Yes,
option
sir.
of Hindi?
सर हिंदी और पंजाबी में भी ठीक हूँ सर
No,
दोनों
but
में भी
you have to, I mean, if you have to choose one, you will be going for English, right?
यस सर
Yes. So for next 20 days, you need to do one exercise, right? I will not,
यस सर
ask much questions. I will just give one important feedback that we need to work upon. That is how
यस
to
सर
articulate what we want to say, right? How to work on our communication skills. Because you might have, or you may have a lot of knowledge about law, you know the concept, you know all the points you want to speak, but you are not in a position to frame the sentences only.
यस सर
Now that is the biggest problem, and that is the reason that you are not having that confidence which should be there, because you are thinking that how will I frame the sentence? ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਅੱਗੇ sentence ਨੂੰ ਬਣਾਉਂਗਾ ਕਿਵੇਂ? Right? That is the problem.
यस सर
Mind ਤਾਂ ਆ ਚੱਲੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਨਾ ਵੀ ਹੁਣ frame, ਹੁਣ sentence ਨੂੰ frame ਕਿਵੇਂ ਕਰੂੰਗਾ? ਕਹਿ ਤਾਂ ਦਿੱਤਾ, ਸਵਾਲ ਤਾਂ ਆ
हाँ
ਗਿਆ,
जी सर
ਚਲਦੀ ਤਾਂ ਆਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ. Right? Now you
यस
have
सर
to work on that. Now what is the solution for this? You have to start thinking in English. Now what you are doing currently, when you are asked a question, you think the answer in Punjabi or in Hindi, and then you translate it, right?
यस
that
सर
is, that is the major problem. We can work a lot on this problem in next 20 days.
यस सर
Start thinking, speaking, sleeping, eating, drinking, everything in English if you have to appear in the interview in English.
यस सर
One thing for next 20 days, you don't need to care about anyone around you. You don't need to care about your family, about your friends, anyone. You have to speak in English. You have to think in English, first of all.
यस
Second, do you get any newspaper in English at your home?
यस सर इंडियन एक्सप्रेस सर
Indian Express is there. So you need to do one thing, go to the editorial page,
यस
choose one editorial of your choice, read it, and now try to speak in your language. I mean, try to speak it by yourself, the gist of that editorial. Stand in front of a mirror, try to record what you are saying. First you have to do, what you have to do is that you have to read that article.
यस सर
Read that article. Now after reading, you will understand some points. Now you have to articulate that article in your own language, or you have to, speak it out.
यस सर
Without looking in the article, you have to remember those points and you have to speak it out in front of a mirror, and you have to record it, and then you have to listen it, that what was the mistake that I have committed in speaking, right? Now that is an exercise
यस
that we need to do, right?
यस
Day
सर
For next 20 days, you have to improve your articulation, you have to improve your communication skill. That is the first
यस
and foremost thing that you have to do. Because see, you are I was looking at you, and you were having knowledge, but then the biggest problem was that you were not able to speak it, right? Because
यस
when
सर
we are writing, what happens? When we are writing, we think and we write because we get some time, right? At least a word takes around 2 seconds to write, right? So for in that small amount of time, we translate the whole sentence and we are able to write it down, right? But when we are
यस
speaking,
सर
we don't have that much of time, right? So start doing this exercise,
यस सर
and we will get back to you in the next interview session. And my first question to you will be this only: that how many articles
यस
you
सर
have read, and about the exercise. Have you understood the exercise?
यस सर आई हैव अंडरस्टूड दैट
Tell me what do you need to do? What have you understood? Tell me that.
यही कहा दैट इंडियन एडिटोरियल कोई भी
Hmm. Hmm.
to speak the gist of that article in front of
Hmm.
mirror and I have to record that.
And you
and I have to listen to that again. So
Yes, you have to record it, you have to listen to it, and you have to see the improvement in yourself daily.
yes,
You can do this
yes, sir.
exercise
And the
even
mistakes made
twice
by
a
me.
day. You can do this exercise even twice a day because you have very less time, right? Once in the morning and
Yes, sir.
other in the evening, you can keep these slots open to you and you can do this exercise. And second is
Yes, sir.
that you have to think, sleep, drink, eat everything in English if you have to appear in English. Start thinking in
Yes, sir.
English. And we have very less time, 20 days. We can do this, right?
Yes, sir. So I
है ना?
will do my best, sir. Sorry. Yes.
You will do it, right?
Sir,
We are confident.
yes, sir. सर जैसे मैंने सर यस भी कई बार वहाँ पे नर्वसनेस की वजह से ये चीज हो जाती है, तो मैं सर वहाँ से परमिशन लेके शिफ्ट कर सकता हूँ सर, हिंदी और पंजाबी में।
सी कोशिश यही करनी है कि भाई अपने आप को वहां पे कंटिन्यूअस फ्लो में रखना है, राइट? बिकॉज द जजेस आर नॉट गोइंग टू हैव इट कि भाई आप चेंज करो लैंग्वेजेस को, बट
जी
स्टिल
सर।
इफ यू फेस प्रॉब्लम यू कैन ऑलवेज apologize and you can shift, right? So but it should not be happening, it should not be a
यस सर।
frequently happening event, right?
यस सर, सर इन वर्स सर्कमस्टांस
Worst
में भी।
circumstances के लिए तो it is there, but then we have to prepare for the worst. ठीक है,
सर
इसीलिए
मतलब
आपको एक ही चीज कही कि भाई उस सिचुएशन में जाने ही नहीं देंगे, राइट?
जी सर।
डोंट वरी अबाउट इट, वी हैव 20 days.
यस सर।
यू वांट कि भाई 20 days में आपको ये सारा डेली एक्सरसाइज करके आपको हमारे से फीडबैक या हेल्प चाहिए, हम वो भी करवाएंगे, बट डोंट वरी, बट यू हैव टू डू इट रिलीजियसली, ओके?
यस सर।
हाँ, बिकॉज ये इस पे काम कर लिया देन एवरीथिंग इज इन लाइन.
यस सर।
ठीक है, चलो.